Yeah. He was just watching, man. That was amazing to me, man. Hold on a sec. We're about to go. Looks like we are live now. Blerdplanet.com. Let's wait a couple seconds, man, for people to get to the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up the video chat so I can see what's going on.
Yes,
I mean, like it's like there you go. You see my son in the background. Hit the likes when you come inside, man. Hit the likes. All right. Cool. So what's up, y'all? I'm your brother Big D with Blerdplanet.com. Blerdplanet. What's your name, bro?
Consul Shesh Ramon. Blerd Planet, man. Saturday night, man, the hustle don't end, man.
Nope. No, man. It's about being a blerd, man. It's about thinking of at all times of day. You know, it's funny, man. There was a conversation that was going on. What's up, Hanlon? It was a conversation that was going on last night. I told you about 4 a.m. and they were talking about sovereignty, maritime law. I mean, they were doing all the Jordan Maxwell keywords that you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Sovereignty, maritime law, royalty. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Yes.
And then there was another cat on there talking about how he could power a house with pennies, man. And when I told him that it would take about $1 million to do it, he said, "Well, you prove my point." And I'm like, man, I was like, you know, and I said, even I told him, yeah, Hanlon, you saw that shit, didn't you? So I did the math. I showed the math, man, and said, hey, it's gonna take about this many pennies to do it. And it was actually because I did it considering that the average penny has 3% copper. So only 3% of that penny is available to be able to generate electricity.
Correct.
And he said, well, pre-1982. I said, okay, so that means and if I want to power my house for free, I have to go to find over 30 years ago, man, 5 pennies. And I got to find maybe less than 1 million of them now. And then hook them up with these little batteries in my garage or whatever, make these penny batteries and power my crib.
But that's at 3%.
That's at 3%.
So that means you would need 300,000 pennies that will only be the equivalent of 3% copper.
Yeah.
So you would need 100% copper.
Mm-hmm.
Or as much copper as possible. So you would probably need close to 30 million pennies.
There you go, man.
Absolutely retarded.
Right there, you just did the math like that.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Calculator free.
Yes.
Yes, Hanlon
said retarded. It's rather stupid.
Yeah, if
it's only 3% with metal alloy, you're going to have to run grounding boxes because it's going to be metal alloy and copper. You might start a damn fire. But the copper may melt, or the metal alloy may melt in the copper, rendering the copper liquid, which would
be useless.
Useless.
Yeah,
back
you got
to
it.
The drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. Yeah, man. Then he said, you could do vinegar and lemon juice. You could dig a hole. He said you could dig a hole in the backyard, and that would start one. I said, man, come on, man.
No.
I told him, I said, you doing black people a disservice, man. Everything you're doing is dangerous to black people, man.
Don't try the acid move.
There you go.
The acid stuff, it doesn't work.
I said, more exactly.
Right. There's a caveat called pH.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's the problem with the Sabeites.
Mm-hmm.
I understand alkalinity. Germs, harmful bacteria love alkaline environments, especially cancer. So you have to account your pH balance in your body. There are areas of your body that need high alkaline, and high acidity. Like, let's take a woman, for instance. Her vaginal area has to be highly acidic because of the germs and foreign substances that enter. If not, she can contract some problems. The areas of the eyes, highly acidic. Because if dust gets in there and you got alkaline popping, welcome to glaucoma. You'll get a nice disability check, but you'll have alkaline, you know, you'll eat everything alkaline. You'll have glaucoma, but that's okay.
Man, you got the kidney water, you know what I'm saying? The kidney water, man, water that, you know, yeah.
And you know, one could tell one's health usually by the biggest organ on the human body, which is the skin. Skin is a prime indicator of health. And Dr. Sabi looked like the guy that hosts Creepshow.
Yeah.
The skeleton guy. And I'm just keeping it 100. Great spirit, faulty logic. Bias, research. Confirmation bias, with Brother Sabi.
Yep.
And most of our cats believe in that, and nationality. Okay.
You know what's the problem? Real quick. You know what's the problem when they say, "All I know." That's how you know you're about to have a problem. Go ahead.
When they say "all I know," that is the classic. Hold on, bro. All I know. Hit the mute button. As soon as they do that, they get ready to freestyle like Funk Flex. Here it comes. Call him Rakim. They're going to get down. But like, to go back on the sovereignty, there's a difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. Nationality is your political status. Ethnicity is your culture. Race is your phenotype. Race is all but non-existent now.
Right.
We have overlapping genetics. Just like you and I. We got a lot of alkaline and Africoid features because of our admixture. So when people say you're mixed, every human being on the planet is mixed. Like, what's genetically pure human? Where have you seen like Homo habilis? When the last time you seen a Homo habilis like walking around and shit amongst all the Homo sapiens sapiens?
Yeah, the Homo sapiens sapiens, we know what that's in Africa. We know that.
Yes. But
then, you know, you got to look at, anyway, yeah, go for it. All I know is that you should continue. All I know is, yeah, continue to talk about sovereignty, man. Let's talk about this sovereignty thing. That's all I know.
So the first step was always HR 192. And I just don't want to read that shit. I don't feel like reading it. I used to read it 100 times. It does not say that the US dollar has no value. It said it has no intrinsic value, which makes it fiat. However, it has enormous trade value. Like, you could trade a dollar for a Bentley. You could trade a dollar for a football stadium. You could trade a dollar for some food. It is traded on every major continent in the world. There is a currency exchange that will exchange American dollars for every other currency in the world, except recently, I believe it's a continent, it's a landmass around Saudi Arabia. Why do you think that? Because we're in war with the Saudis. Duh. So that's going to be that. But 98% of the planet exchanges currency with the United States. So guess what, Mr. Sovereign Man? Money has value. Money has value.
Yeah.
A good book is free, guys. It's free. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. Modern Money Mechanics. It is written by the federal government. It's not written by Johnny L. Bay. Okay? Or Setep Amin Ra. It's not written by Setep Amin Ra or Johnny L. Bay or Akasha or Ogun Ma'at. It's not written by those guys.
Okay. Okay.
It's written by the federal government that happens to house your money. So it tells you the mechanics of money, man. It's free.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just Google it, man.
Google's free.
And Google is really free. You know, as long as you pay your internet bill. Man.
Yeah. And now though they're even doing, you know, like they're doing in the hood, like here, they're putting Google Fiber in. So, you know, Google Fiber, yeah, right where, you know, I sit on that thing for the that incubator, right around. They're putting Google Fiber in that whole area, and everybody in the area is gonna have free internet based on, you know, because Google Fiber. What's that?
I'm hating. I'm
You
having
know
a blurred fit. I have it. I need it.
Yeah.
Need it.
Man. Google Fiber, man. I'm like, damn, man. Like, here we was, man. We was trying about doing we were doing something with, we were gonna use old routers to with bits. I think it was what, with 8-bit technology, and we were gonna rework those routers to be able to provide Wi-Fi. We were gonna just start to patch out the Wi-Fi of the grindery because it was a really strong signal, and patch off all these routers and put these routers everywhere. What's up, Ken? And put these routers all over the place, and then we would be able to provide free Wi-Fi in the hub. But then when Google came out, you know, with fiber, with that fiber promise, you know, really a fiber commitment. They didn't just make a promise, you know, they made a commitment to being in the city, to doing that. So
wow.
Yeah, you know, Indianapolis is actually they say it's the digital marketing Silicon Valley.
What?
Yeah, man.
Come on, Google Fiber. Let's get it. So
let's get it.
Man, Google Fiber got to come on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's gonna be fast, man. It's gonna be super fast. So what else we're gonna talk about, man? There was something that really jumped out at me when, you know, we were, you know, Council and I, we talk several times a day, at least once a day, and we talk about a lot of different things that happen, you know, in the news, stuff like that. And something jumped out that I was like, man, I was hitting you up, like, blow you up, like, man, Council, hey, man, what is this, man? You know, it's happened in the Chi.
Yes.
So it happens in Police City. Not that much anymore, man. Just if you stay out of the way of the police, then you got to worry about the police.
Yeah.
I actually live around the corner from the assistant chief of police. So yeah, I can agree. Yeah, it is Police City, man. So yeah, police is strong presence, man. But you know, anyway.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this thing that happened in Chicago, and you want to show this video real quick, man? Can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna show this video really quick, man.
Okay.
Of this.
All right, I'm gonna go on mute.
Hold on a second. Yep. Show the video right quick, man. This debauchery in Bedlam. All right. All right, now I'm doing it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna show this right quick, man. All right. Can you see my screen, brother? All righty.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, we can see it, man. I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Blerdplanet.com.
This incident happened in late January after the suspension of a student from Marshall High, supposedly for using a cell phone.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can hear this. Hold on. I gotta do some blurred work. Quick soundboard adjustment.
Okay. No
adjustment inputs. And then I want to get back to this blurred out. Blerdplanet.com.
This incident happened in late January after the suspension of a student from Marshall High, supposedly for using a cell phone while in class. The father was told to come pick her up, but things got out of hand before they left. Surveillance video from that day, part of the federal suit, which claims the civil rights of 16-year-old Benigna Howard were violated. The footage shows her turning away
What?
And tasered by officers at least 3 times. The father is seen in a blue coat on the video and claimed police would not allow him to step in. Howard was initially charged with aggravated battery, but the charges were dropped less than a week later. The father says the new video proves he is not an aggressor.
She wasn't really fighting back. She was like defending herself. Like they were kicking her, stuffing her and stuff, so she tensed up. That's the natural reaction.
Who are you?
Those officers did their very best to protect other students and to protect themselves. They were the ones that received the injuries.
The police union claims one officer almost had a finger bitten off, and the other suffered a broken kneecap and remains on medical leave. The complaint states that just before the scuffle, Howard had asked to speak with an assistant principal about her final exams, but security insisted she leave right away. Now, this incident remains under investigation by COPA and the CPS Inspector General, who has questioned the training process for police officers assigned to public schools. And Nancy Lee, WGN News.
What? What? And the
Wow.
entire hair, man.
Wow. Wow. What is it? You know, what's the deal, man? Yeah, man.
What, man?
Yeah. That's crazy, right? What really bothered me more than anything, man, was her father. You see her father, man? He said the police tried to hold him back. They wasn't trying to hold him back, man.
No. That's her father?
That was her father in the blue.
That then he came back on with the glasses. Right?
Yep.
Young lady. I wish she had a real dad. I wish she had. That was absolutely, man, beta cuck at its greatest. Beta cuckism.
I didn't know what to do. I mean, he was still.
She wasn't really.
But he said
what I know is
all I know is that my daughter, you know, got thrown down the stairs and got punched in the mouth by the police. And that's all I know. All I know is, you know, all I know is I stood there and the police, they wouldn't let me do nothing. Why they charged my daughter with 5 felonies? How in the hell, man, does the daughter get charged with 5 felonies and the father don't get charged with nothing? He walk away. And the daughter's in high school.
Man,
and the police literally,
what would y'all do?
Yeah, what would y'all do?
Your daughter. If the police grabbed your daughter, what would y'all do?
Yeah. Yep, that was a Chicago incident, Hanley. What would you do, man, if that was your daughter?
Right. I mean, they might have had to shoot me, man.
Yeah, man.
That might have been Pop City, right? That would have been a problem because, man, you dragging her by the ankles. Her head is like, was her head hitting the stairs, yo?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's almost like the woman in Dallas where, you know, they charged her with a felony, man, for assault, you know, with disorderly conduct. You know, because she was assaulting that man's fist with her face.
Yeah. That's unbelievable, man. Man, you know, only in America, man.
Yeah.
Land of the free, home of the slaves. Man.
I would say in Chicago, man, the police been going in, man. I don't know. Is that something that's
new there? Is
that something new there, man? Or is that something that's been kind of...
No, the Chicago police been this way since the 90s. I'm going to say really the early 90s. When we got introduced to crack, the police became the biggest gang in the city. Chicago police are the biggest gangsters in the city, bar none. Cook County, if you do the census on Cook County, our arrest rate is at 69% black males. 100% is everything. 69% of black males, okay, are getting arrested or being accosted. Of all black males in the county of Cook.
69%, man.
And we have the second county Largest county in the country.
Well, that actually, man, that that kind of trickles over to a lot of just economic. It makes a real economic impact. Racism is expensive. That stuff's expensive. My son. Oh, okay, yes. Hamlin said he was watching the Spook that sat by the door this morning.
What is that about? When you get done, man, tell me what.
The Spook that sat by the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my son we went up to visit University of Chicago, and my wife said, after that she was like, I don't want my son in that mess in Chicago, and so Chicago at that point, could potentially lose a brain. That thinking power you can associate a value to that thinking power that he's going to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You can associate a value to that. So the city is now, that city, man, is now, is going to be devoid of that power, man. So that's expensive. That's an expense that Chicago is now is losing. And you wonder, man, how many other mothers, how many people are actually going to start to leave Chicago, and are they going to start leaving Illinois in droves? I know when we were there, gas was $3.95 a gallon.
It definitely important gas. 95 cents a gallon. I remember those days.
Wow.
95, not anymore, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have some of the most expensive gas in the country. Not close to LA and New York, but we're up there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I kind of want to, since we're on the theme of inner city violence, which is kind of unfortunate that her father, it's kind of what's happening to the black male image, if you ask me, man.
Yeah.
The black male image is being effeminated at a crazy rate. It's like between R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, black men don't have a shot in here. Cardi B is a known psychopath, and she's drugged and seduced men to rob them. And she goes free.
But she also had a transsexual friend that came along too.
Yes, collusion, which is manslaughter. Yeah.
Bad rape.
I don't hear the Me Too people. I don't. Where's Oprah? Where's all these people?
Where's Terry Crews at?
Yeah. Terry Crews, he grabbed my nuts, but I just didn't want to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid. I needed my check. Yeah.
Wow.
So he's one of the effeminate guys that say, but what you're not going to do is, that's the other catchphrase for the effeminate guy. What you're not going to do is, because they feel they have to clarify their gayness.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know, the black male image is in trouble, man. The image is.
Yeah.
I don't, nothing against anyone that's homosexual. That's your choice. But the image is being desensitized under that particular movement.
Well, you got the women that are stepping up. They're stepping up like now her name is gone. It's totally gone for me now, man. I told her, I was like, she's my new hero. Oh no. What's her name, man? I've been sending you stuff on her. Candace Owens.
Oh yes, Candace Owens. My dog.
Candace Owens, man. Oh my word.
She's a power forward.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Power forward.
Oh yeah. And they think of 2024, man. 2024, we might see her, man.
I would love to see that. That would be interesting.
Yeah, 2024, man.
Not the one running now. But her running,
yeah.
Not that other one.
Well, Ocasio, Ocasio is she's a plant, like a known plant, by Cenk Uygur, from the Young Turks.
Okay.
He literally created his own party. He said, and he said what he was going to do. He's like, we're going to create our own party, and this is what the party's going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to create our own party, and then they everything that you can tell if you listen to when Ocasio, when she goes off of script, what she sounds like, how she starts to mess stuff up, how she starts to stammer. When you can tell when she goes on script, she's right on point. And she was literally an actress. She had no political background at all. So she was cast for a role.
Wow. Yeah, she should have got an Oscar and an Emmy. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know. Can you play this, man? This clip from Candace Owens, man, when she was in Congress?
Let's see.
Hold on, let me send you the link. I'm gonna send you the one link.
Was that the link you just put in there?
I put a different. Let me put a different one in there, man.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Blerdplanet.com. Visit Blerdplanet.com. We got blogs. We got beautiful stories. Yeah. Insightful, man. Become a Blerd. It's all about Black intelligentsia. Also, become a part, man, of the Black intelligentsia guerrilla family. Free man family, y'all. Through Constitution on Moon's YouTube channel. So
there you go, man.
Come join the Matrix. Hip Hop Uncensored.
Mm-hmm.
Come be a part of the Matrix, man.
Yeah, Hip Hop News Uncensored, Us is the Truth podcast.
Free thought.
Free thought, man. That's what it's all about, man. So let me see. I just sent you the link, right? Can you play it?
Did you send it to my email?
I sent it in the chat.
Okay, I saw that link in the chat. Is that the one?
Right? I mean, the one I sent you to the group chat and Hangouts.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You see it?
Hold on, man. I gotta get these sovereignty classes up.
Okay. You put the sovereignty classes away, man.
The sovereignty class.
Hey, Ken, we about to play this video real quick. We about to play it. So just check it out.
Check B.
What's that? If you go go to the on the actual video in the upper left, you should see like a little blue box. Blue you see where it says chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that box, and then another one will pop out.
Right.
You see it? It should be to your right. To your right, yeah.
Yeah, I made it a pop out. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see that.
Nah, in the upper left of the Hangout. Here, let me just drop it in. I'm gonna drop the link in the thing, man.
Thank you, man. Because for some reason I'm not. My back chat isn't associated with the Hangout we in right now.
No, I'm talking about it's in the Hangout window.
Oh. Oh man. Sorry, man. That was a polite moment. I got it.
Sorry. You see it? I just put it in there.
The exponential flatulence, unconditional diarrhea leads to the excrement of your understanding.
Oh man.
You know,
find a different way to say frame. With the chassis, I was like, come on, man. Oh, he didn't say chassis, chassis. So, yeah. Anyway.
I think it's pretty that Mr.
Woo! Yes, sir, man.
See if you can hear that. Make sure you can hear it, man. I don't know if you turn it up.
Yeah.
So this is kind of, let me set this up a little bit. So she, Candace Owens, she was called in to testify for the committee against hate crimes. And, you know, they accused her as being part of, kind of being part of the whole, they wanted her, she made some commentary because she's considered a right-wing political commentator. Even though she's a Democrat, she's considered a right-wing political commentator. And they wanted to bring her in to testify about hate crimes. So go ahead and now roll this tape.
Okay, Ben, I will commence with the sharing of the screen.
All right. I'm going to mute.
Do that, sir.
believes that Black people are stupid and will not pursue the full clip in its entirety. The purposely presented an extract.
The witness will suspend for a moment. It's not proper to refer disparagingly to a member of the committee. The witness will not do that again. Witness may continue.
Sure, even though I was called despicable.
The witness may not refer to a member of the committee as stupid.
I didn't refer to him as stupid. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said. Yeah, continue. As I said.
Of all the people the Republicans could have selected, they picked Miss Owens. I don't know Miss Owens. I'm not going to characterize her. I'm going to let her all go as the Republican. I'm going to play for you the first 30 seconds of the statement she made about Adolf Hitler.
I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets, the definition gets poisoned by leaders that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So you think about whenever we say nationalism, the first thing people think about, at least in America, is Hitler. He was a national socialist. But if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German. Everybody to be German.
All right. So my first question is to Ms. Kirchhoff. Ms. Owens said, quote, if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. So when people try to legitimize Adolf Hitler, does that feed into white nationalist theology? Thank you. I yield. Gentleman from North Dakota, Mr. Armstrong. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I would yield my time to Mr. Ashton Paul from Pennsylvania. Thank you. Ms. Owens, I'm sorry. We just started recording. Would you like time to respond to that?
Yes, I think it's pretty apparent that Mr. Lee believes that Black people are stupid and will not pursue the full clip in its entirety. He purposely presented an extracted clip.
The witness will suspend for a moment. It's not proper to refer disparagingly or to a member of the committee. The witness will not do that again. Witness may continue.
Sure, even though I was called despicable.
The witness may not refer to a member of the committee as stupid.
I didn't refer to him as stupid. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said. Yeah, continue. As I said, he is assuming that Black people will not go pursue the full 2-hour clip. And he purposefully extracted, he cut off, and he didn't hear the question that was asked of me. He's trying to present as if I was watching a defense of Hitler in Germany, when in fact, the question that was asked of me was pertaining to whether or not I believed that Hitler whether or not I believed in nationalism, and that nationalism was bad. And what I responded to was that I do not believe that we should be characterizing Hitler as a nationalist. He was a homicidal, psychopathic maniac that killed his own people. A nationalist would not kill their own people. That is exactly what I was referring to in the clip, and he purposely wanted to give you a cut-up similar to what they do to Donald Trump to create a different narrative. That was unbelievably dishonest, and he did not allow me to respond to it, which is worrisome and should tell you a lot about where people are today in terms of trying to drum up narratives. By the way, I would like to also add that I work for Prager University, which is run by an Orthodox Jew. When a single Democrat showed up to the embassy opening in Jerusalem, I sat on a plane for 18 hours to make sure that I was there. I'm deeply offended by the insinuation of revealing that clip without the question that was asked of me.
Thanks, Mrs. Owens, and I yield the remainder of my time.
You see how she gave the Black woman flick of the hair at the end,
Man, look here, man. Hey,
oh man, that was awesome, man. She was like,
Miss Owens, hey, Miss Owens. I'm single, man. I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Blerd for life. I'm a Blerd too. I'm single. Straight up.
she's the truth, man.
That's our regular schedule program.
Yeah, she's the truth, man. She's the truth.
Wow.
Well, the whole kind of purpose and reason of me bringing her up was, talking about Black men. It took a Black woman to be there to stand up and say that. There's no Black. The only Black man there was her grandfather, who was behind her. That's the Black man you saw, and that was the only man that Black man that was there. So she had to stand there on her own, man, and rep hard. She's an ADOS.
Oh, definitely. She's actually my wife, bro. But that's crazy.
Wife on the way. Well, wife on the way.
Carl Sagan style.
Oh, there you go, man.
Right
on.
Speak on it, man. It shall be.
Yeah.
There
you go, brother.
That's
there you go, man.
And that's what it is. Black intelligentsia represents, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just hey, dealing with what's real and pertinent.
Yep.
Which kind of gets me to think about Nipsey, man. Nipsey Hussle, man.
Okay.
A lot of this is starting to become a 5-ring circus, and another ring coming by the end of next week because Nipsey was that dude, right? Now most people, man, I'm gonna take a guess. We talking about the Staples Center. The last time the Staples Center was packed for a funeral was Michael Jackson, and he was already dead 12 days. All right, that's the last time that happened. Now we talking about Nipsey, and Nipsey Hussle, man, a rapper. You know what I'm saying? An entrepreneur, a trailblazer in the community, right? And everyone was saddened about what went down. I was sad, man. I was really sad about it. But this is the issue, man. I throw this to you, brother. He was involved in the gang. So ultimately, what should the neighborhood do about the gangs? They keep. The same thing happened 60 years ago. So when do we stop that? This gang stuff. What's up?
3 people got shot, man, at his memorial, man. On a drive-by. And it just really, hey, man, like it or not, the brother was in a gang. Gangsters die, man. They get shot. They get shot violently, died violent deaths, man.
No 401k.
There's no 401k. There's no retirement plan to be a gangster. Even though, there's no Ron O'Neal moment. You know what I'm saying? You just, once you in there, you out. It's just blood in and blood out, man. That's how that's how they getting out. You're in the game for life.
Yeah.
And he was in that game for life, man. If he had denounced it, he had no point in time did he denounce the gang.
Right.
Right. From my understanding, I never saw him denounce the gang.
He supported the culture.
Yeah. If he'd have stepped, and then even furthermore, man, we were talking and we talked about how the T.I. and Meek Mill and these guys went in and bought out the Marathon, right? Well, which was his clothing store. I was talking to my wife and I said, well, now they just given the Marathon a reason not to open back up because they sold out their inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So now the store has no inventory. Nipsey's probably dead. They probably had an insurance policy on the place. So if they were smart, which I'm sure they were, I'm sure, he probably had some sort of insurance policy. So it had an insurance policy on the place. So now place probably, they just paid off. Everybody got a check. Now they can just walk away.
Yes.
They made it easy for them to walk away.
This is my thing, man. Just looking at things from a rational point of view, right?
Yeah.
If you're lifeguard, you go to work to be a lifeguard, there's a good chance you're going to get wet.
Yeah.
Because you deal with water. If you go to a hospital, it's a good chance you're going to come across some blood. You're in the hospital. You're a doctor, nurse. If you're in the gang, it's a good chance you're going to come across some bullets.
Yep.
You're come across some murder because that's what happens in gangs. You don't expect it, but it happens. It was a matter of time if the brother went from growing up on Chris Slauson, representing the Crips, Rolling 60, to becoming an adult as a Rolling 60, a young adult as a Rolling 60 rather. Respect to that brother, may he rest in peace. And then become a posthumous Rolling 60.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in a gang. So for those of you who are deeply affected, understand something. If you're in a gang, the hazard is bullets and death and murder. That's what comes with being in a gang. So Nipsey Hussle is a tragedy of his environment. So the issue is the environment, and the environment is fueled by a lack of basic needs.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we get rid of them gangs, y'all? Like the gangs got to go. Crips, like Crips, if y'all love Tukey, y'all Crips lost Tukey.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of work in the community. Crips, you love Nipsey, walk out.
Yeah.
In the Crips, in the organization. That's respect to him.
Yeah, disband.
Out of him.
Disband.
Yep.
Disband.
Bang.
Say ain't gonna be no more Crips, man.
We done. Anarchy. We done. Fascism. We done.
Will that happen?
You really honoring Nip?
Yeah.
Nip, you'll stop cripping.
Everything else is lip service, man.
Y'all know, man. It's a weird mix. It's a strange brew, man.
Mm-hmm. Strange brew.
Strange. I love coffee, man.
What's that?
I love coffee, man. I know somebody makes some really damn good coffee, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, I need to send you some, man. I'm just gonna send you some, man.
Doc, I'm hot. I'm at the doctor. Can't leave late. Doctor, not late that day. I'm like, really, man? I got 20 months waiting on me, boy. You want to be late, boy?
Hey, man, I have a lot of them, man. I'll send you a box, man.
What's the name?
We have Darren's Iron Roast and we have Mandingo Warrior. So I'll send you,
What does the Mandingo do, bro?
It's dark roast.
Oh, yes.
You want to go out and fight.
Yes. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Like, take on the day, man. So I'll send you one of each, man.
Wakanda style? That's what's up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda. ADOS. You gotta watch Throwing Out Signs of Black folks, man. All right, man. Well, I think that's it, man. That's been a great conversation, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Kenneth, man, handling.
Yeah, Kenneth handling, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, appreciate that stopping in the building, man. You know, if you come across this video, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, just do something, man. You know, if you don't like it, say what you don't like about it.
Next time we go on, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my research.
Okay.
I almost don't want to say her name, but won't nobody know who I'm talking about.
All I know is
Cynthia G. She's saying now she's trolling intellectual lanes. Here we come.
Mm.
Yeah. Intellectual lanes.
Mm.
Yeah. How dare you little.
Yeah, you peonish of a imp. You impish woman, you impish shrew.
You angry woman.
Yeah, you know.
Intellectual lanes.
You know what I'm saying? It's lame this. Lame on this blurred action. All right, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Right on, bro.
Peace, Blerd Planet. We love y'all, man.
Peace out, man. We love y'all, man.
Peace.